natural for people to get held up by one thing or another as they're trying to leave the house. It certainly was a bit awkward to see that everyone else had arrived before me. At first, I was thinking of quietly sneaking over, but since you were already here waiting for me, I started to think about how I should phrase my apology. Only to hear you all talking smack about me.
You know, at first I didn't like this character's design, but she has so many expressions that makes it unique. Huh. Color me impressed. At first I thought Genshin Impact was getting stale, but they made a character with uniqueness
Anyway,
like this.
That's the whole story. Honestly, it's not like I owed you an
What's with that expression? Was she feeling embarrassed just now?
When the Masters of the Night Wind said they struggle dealing with her, I wonder if the feeling is mutual. She seems to be pretty awkward herself. Everything she does and says seems a little forced.
Anyway,
Correct. The situation isn't like anything we've handled before.
I see. So Mawika has asked you to forge an ancient name for an Outlander. Well, that would be a first. And you've also heard all about Auroron. I must say, he's always been a good kid. I can't see him joining the Fatui of his own volition. He must have been coerced somehow.
Yeah, that's what we came here to ask you. We'll help bring Auroron back if you help us solve the problems of forging the ancient name. What do you think?
I suppose I'll just call you Traveler for now. Traveler, come here. Let me take a... Wealth leads to unending conflicts between people. Yet you alone transcend the value of gold. Baleful thunder and wrathful waves bring terror to mortal hearts. Yet again and again, you've braved them to find new worlds. A weary yet free soul, even the most verdant leaf in the forest, will pray for your happiness and safe passage. Those are all the things that I could see in you. You've experienced far more than even most mortals could dream of. You possess the heart of a sincere hero, along with the conviction to lift a torch above your head and walk headlong into the night. Huh? Don't move. There's something here.
Huh? What thing? Don't scare Paimon. Is the Traveler gonna be okay?
Shoo! That should do it. You've just returned from the Night Kingdom, so some fragments of souls were still stuck to your body. No need to worry. I've just cleared out the last of them.
Isn't that kinda like having part of a...
It's nothing as serious as that. If left unattended, the most it could do is stir up some chaos in your mind, and generally worsen your mood.
Well, in that case, better to get rid of them.
It was nothing. Shilonen, let's follow your proposal. Once you've brought Auroron back, I'll take you to see the Lord of the Night.
The Lord of the Night? But don't we need to talk to the Wyab of the...
Something this important is beyond their jurisdiction. Only the Lord of the Night can decide whether we can grant an ancient name to one who does not hail from our land. The Lord of the Night is an ancient entity that rules over the entire Night Kingdom, constantly borrowing the power of the sacred flame to combat corrosion from the abyss.
Oh, so you're basically saying it's even more powerful than the Wyab...
Not exactly. It's not so much that one's more powerful than the other. Just listen carefully to what I'm about to tell you. The Lord of the Night is currently in a deep slumber, and we can... But I will need to prepare a few more things if we are to hold a ceremony.
I can go. It'll probably be a long list, so better leave it to someone who knows all the local vendors.
Sounds good. Then we'll go with St. Lolly to track down Aurora.
The Fatui are nothing to scoff at, so please...
Yep, we'll be sure to...
All right, now it's time for us to catch that brat and bring him back. Oh, I'm sorry I made you wait earlier. It was actually because I decided to swing by Auroron's place to look for... He has always lived alone. And I found a broken jar in his house. There was also something off about his phlogiston aphids, which I assume is because their keeper has been gone for quite some time. And interestingly enough, I saw some slash marks in the house that did not match any of our local weapons. My guess...
Oh, sounds like the Fatui broke into his house and took him hostage.
But why would they kidnap a kid who just spends his days living in the country and raising aphids? He's only in his 20s. What would they want with him? That's not to say that I believe he's totally innocent, of course, since he's the only one who was kidnapped out of... In any case, I'm truly...
You can count on us!
All right, then...
Let's go.
An eyewitness claimed to have seen Auroron speaking to some I don't know how much you're willing to believe me, but Auroron really is a good kid. I see no reason why he'd suddenly get involved with a Fatui. I'm convinced that what the witnesses saw was actually the Fatui coercing him, or perhaps trying to extract information. However, I doubt anyone would believe me, given there are no signs of a fight.
Didn't Kaniche say that she's a big name in Natlan? Feels kinda weird to see her so frustrated and helpless like this.
Auroron? Well, he was left at the side of the road as an infant, and the people of the tribe took him in. You could say that everyone had a hand in raising. He learned a lot from us, and once he reached adulthood, he built himself a house out in the countryside. He spends most of his days growing vegetables and raising aphids, living off of what he harvests from the garden. He's always been such a good kid. He would even get his friends to deliver whole bags of fresh produce to my place. Oh well, let's keep looking. He's been raising phlogiston aphids for a long time, and since they were disturbed, they secreted a special type of phlogiston. We can use that. Let's follow the phlogiston trail.
Huh? What trail?
Oh, right. I forgot your... here, give me... Huh? How about now?
What do you see? Whoa, Paimon can see it now too!
That's right. I used a spell to temporarily transfer a portion of my senses to you. For a short while, you'll be able to...
Wow, you can even share your senses with us? First time Paimon's heard anything.
It requires a very rare spell that most people aren't adept at. But don't worry, it's a cinch. When I held your hand just now, I could sense that you've got a great affinity for phlogiston. You're extraordinarily... Anyway, we'll need to use our vision now to track down Auroron.
Over here, this way! Sweet Lolly might say a lot of deep and confusing stuff, but this spell of hers is really something.
What was that?
Oh, Paimon was just complimenting you. Really.
What does she mean by deep and confusing? As far as elderly shamans go, I'd say that I'm all... but is my way of speaking still not trendy enough? I've already tried my best to match their speech, or perhaps I'm still not fashionable enough? But that can't be, right?
Huh? Was that Sweet Lolly's voice?
Now that I think about it, it's a good thing I found some helpers this time. Oh? They appear to be feeling quite confident. Looks like our work will go smoothly.
Hey, looks like there's a new camp over there.
Let's go take a look.
Yeah, just...
Wait. Let me see.
Paimon sees a small shape here.
This is a distress signal for the Masters of the Night Wind. Only someone from our tribe would recognize it. We've got to find him. Leaving such a subtle mark implies that he was trying to be discreet. In other words, he was probably under... if they notice us, we can just charge in and fight them to the death. But what if my darling grandson is also there? I can't have him caught in... no.
There are traces of people staying here, too.
Wait a second. The phlogiston around here is jumbled up. I can also smell a mix of elements in the air. Pyro, electro, and some other...
Kaniche told us that you were super amazing.
It's about time that little brat said something nice about me. There are signs of us judging from what's left on the scene. There must have been...
Do you still remember the little mark we found before? Paimon's thinking, what if Auroron wanted to leave another distress signal, but was caught by the fatigue?
Given there are 2 signals leading from here, I'll take this direction. Auroron, what the heck were you doing? It's one thing to trouble me, but now I had to bring other people into this as well. You...
And Traveler, did you hear all of that as well? Once Sweet Lolly left, that voice went away as well. Paimon even tried calling her name inside Paimon's head, but there was no response. So you were thinking the same thing. Paimon also thought that if we could hear what she was thinking, then she could... She did say that she was quite a... If you think about it, she's really got a lively inner world. It paints quite a different picture from Paimon's first...
All right, after you.
See some traces here. Let's follow them and see if we can find anything up ahead. Did you find something? Huh. So we can't tell where Aurora... That's weird. The phlogiston trail suddenly stops. We can't make anything of these... But he can't have just evaporated into thin air, right? We know he wasn't...
So, you can hear the sounds of the wind from beneath the earth. I'm very sorry, but please do not move. I have no desire to hurt you. I apologize that our first meeting has to take place like this. It's just that you're much like one of those animals with ears that perk up as soon as it senses danger in their environment. And given your combat proficiency, I would not have been able to gain an advantage over you if you were anywhere else in the world. However, you're now in the Night Kingdom, a familiar domain to the Masters of the Night Wind. Hello, traveler. I'm Auroron, the one you've been searching for. Ah, the Fatui's custody. I see. So even Granny has told you that I was coerced by the Fatui. I'm afraid you've been brought here by a lie, like a false omen in the lingering smoke. My friend and I only left those traces to lure you here. Deceiving you was never our true intent, however. It was simply the fastest and most feasible way for us to set up a meeting.
Greetings, traveler from afar.
Be careful with this traveler. His soul is temporarily restrained by us, and it appears to have become more fragile in the process. It's taking all my concentration to hold on to him.
It was I who tasked Auroron with leaving the traces to lead you here, and I who used the Master's ritual to bring your soul to the Night Kingdom. I've heard much about you from the past encounters you've had with my colleagues. Given the present situation in Natlan, I would like to sincerely request a formal meeting with you. I will use the opportunity to explain my goals and motivations to you, as well as why I mistrust Malwika, the Pyro Archon. I believe there is little reason for you to blindly follow her plan. If you would like to hear our intel, then find us to the east of the stadium. But remember, not a word of this to anyone. I would like to avoid any further conflict.
You will see me again once you return to reality. No matter what I say, please, help me keep this a secret. This is all to avoid dragging Granny into this conflict.
Hey, why are you sitting up?
See, Lolly! He froze for a moment and then just
Could it have been those leftover remnants from the Night Kingdom? Do you have any itches or pain anywhere? Don't worry. We can take a short break. Sorry, I know I asked for your help. But had I known you were feeling unwell...
If you're feeling sick, you should just say so. See, Lolly...
A seasoned traveler must know the importance of not pushing yourself beyond your limit. In any case... Need to...
Feeling better yet?
Alright, I followed my phlogiston trail earlier to a...
Oh, so it's close by. Then let's head over right away.
Well, I recruited, but if you want to make it up...
All right.
Look over there.
Huh? Paimon thinks she sees someone in the middle of the...
That's Auroron. So he really was taken by the
All right, we'll take the lead.
Hey, quit daydreaming. Don't you have work to do?
I cannot see the sun.
What?
Without the sun, I cannot see the truth. You are currently blocking the light, so I must beseech you to move aside.
Huh? Okay, Mr. Philosopher. That's enough mumbo-jumbo.
Wow. I'm going to rip that guy's head right off.
See, Lolly's struggling to control her temper now.
Are you ready? On my count. Still trying to resist? You've got no idea who you're up against.
One with nature.
Hear the echoes of the valley. You asked for it.
The wind knows me. Clouds high. The birds call.
Rest and rebuild!
You can't run! Well,
Into the wind.
Let's get it on!
Killjoy! We've only just begun! Cover!
All right.
You can't run! Well, keep your head together!
Let the mountain's veins boil! You're dead meat!
Looks like I need to hurry up!
Buckle up!
The wind knows me.
Allow me! Covenant of the Deep!
Cook this through.
Auroron!
Granny!
Paimon knows she's called Granny Eats to Lead, but it's still kind of weird hearing someone actually...
And greetings to you too, Gramps.
What did you just call it?
Gramps? Is that not right? You're Granny's friend, are you not?
How many times have I told you? It doesn't work like that. There are a lot of people who look about the same age as me. You can't go around calling everyone Gramps or Granny.
Oh, wait. He's not a child, is he? Don't tell Paimon he's one of those people who look like an adult but are actually only 8 or 9 years old.
Oh, your words have pierced my heart like a thorned vine.
Why are you so upset? You can just say yes or no.
Of course I'm not a child. It's just, Granny always taught me to show gratitude where it's due. And since the Masters of the Night Wind raised me collectively, I basically see everyone above a certain age as an elder I should look up. Exactly.
But if you keep that up, then everyone's going to be your senior.
And do you think saying all of this is gonna save you from a scolding? Haven't I told you 100 times since you were a kid? Heed the 3.
Be wary of beasts prowling around, scammers looking for their next victim, and strange people who appear out of nowhere.
Oh, so you do remember, and you won't always be able to rely on other...
I'm sorry, Granny. I'll be...
Next time? Oh, good one. You think... They didn't...
No, they just asked me a lot of questions about Natlan's terrain and made me draw a map of the ley line distribution.
Okay. Now answer me honestly. Were you the one who helped the captain escape after his battle with the Pyro Archon?
Yes.
So why did you
Because they said they would need my help from there on out. They also said that if I refused, they'd just come to you, Granny, and they'd already figured out a way to make you do their bidding.
Hey! I'm no ordinary Thankfully, the Pyro Archon only asked that we find the mysterious individual from the Masters of the Night Wind, and didn't slap your name on a wanted poster. Don't think for a second that she doesn't know what's happening. Even if the truth that you see will soon manifest into reality, there is still no need to preemptively panic. Have you forgotten the words that—
I'm sorry.
Forget it. We can submit the details of this camp and the defeated Fatui as evidence. Let's clean this place up and get back to the city. Auroron, you better remember this lesson.
Sounds good. Should I bring some of my... Yes, I grow a lot of fresh produce in my garden.
Now's not the time to be thinking about that. If you do come face to face with the Pyro Arc...
Recite the 3 warnings.
Huh? No! You should emphasize that you were not in cahoots with the Fatui!
How exactly did the Masters raise this guy?
Oh.
I see. So Auroron came to the captain's rescue because he promised to help him in exchange for Lali's safety.
That's right.
Now that you know Auroron was only trying to protect another member of his tribe...
We'll give her a full report. We'll let you know once she's reached a decision.
Will I need to stay here?
Technically, yes. But if Miss Lali is willing to serve as your guarantor, then we can release you from custody.
Sure. I'd be happy to do that. I don't have any more time to waste here. I still have...
Understood. Thank you very much. Mr. Auroron, please report back to the Speaker's chamber as soon as you've received notice of the Archon's...
I understand. Thank you. And thank you too.
Well, at least you won't need to hide your face anymore.
Traveler, Paimon, thank you very... Once Auroron is settled, I'll go talk to Shilonen and get started on...
Oh, thank you!
You scratch my back, come with me, Auroron.
Goodbye, Gramps.
We're finally done. Alright, it's time to find some grub. Huh? What is it, Traveler? What? That captain? Sorry. Paimon just didn't see that coming. So you
Hey,
really
what's
saw
going on?
him in the Night Kingdom? And he didn't attack you? Oh, that Auroron, what is he up to? He sounded earnest enough just now. Paimon would have never... All that stuff about protecting Lali and being forced to help the Fatui when he's actually been a willing... Yeah, you're right. Still, Paimon appreciates you telling her about this. Paimon will support your choice no matter what, so if you want to go, we can go together. We still have another whole day before the meeting, so we'll just... Respect must be given to the will of every creature. Each fish... Weird. Paimon doesn't see anyone. Oh, what was that?
Good evening. Nice to see you again.
It's you. You shouldn't pop up from behind people like that. What are you, a ghost?
I'm terribly sorry. It's just a force of habit.
And what's with you apologizing all the time. You sound so polite and honest, but you're actually doing shady stuff behind people's backs.
You're right. Granny tells me that too. Huh. Come to think of it, you remind me of her. Sometimes you two sound really similar, you know.
Oh, so you're gonna call Paimon Granny too now?
Well, I could. It's all clear. Over to you.
Excellent. The fact that you showed up proves that I was right about your character. Yet, there's been a lot of talk about you. Child told me that you're passionate about the unknown and willing to take risks. Rather than facing you as an enemy, I would much prefer to bring you to my side. If we allow the current state of things to continue, we will inevitably clash. And that's a scenario that I'd very much like to avoid. I've long heard of your exploits across the nations. Though you have crossed swords with my colleagues many times, I know that you are by no means an unreasonable person. And once you've learned the truth that the Pyro Archon Malwika would never willingly share with you, you may just find it in your heart to consider my proposal.
I assume you've already been informed of the Pyro Archon's plan. In order to defeat the Abyss and save Natlan, she still needs 2 more heroes to appear.
Wait, how did you know that? Never mind. Guess that's not important now.
I've long kept a close eye on her plan. To be frank, it's an exceedingly risky plan. Will the heroes really appear? And even if they come to her, will their power be enough to drive the Abyss back? If any part of the plan goes awry, all of Natlan, even all of Tevat, will pay for her mistakes. Now, you may have been led to believe that this is the only plan available to her. But what if I told you she's had another emergency plan all along, the details of which she has chosen to keep hidden from you?
An emergency plan?
Yes. A way to keep Natlan intact, even if her original plan fails. But given the painful cost of its execution, she has chosen to keep it as a mere backup plan. Whether this stems from hesitation, fear, or even naivete, I cannot say. But Natlan cannot afford to wait until she comes to her. My fear is that given the enormity of the decision, she will be reluctant to confront the dire reality we face until it is too late. There will be no time left to execute the backup plan. And all of we have to make the decision for her. Here and...
Yeah, do you have any evidence for all this? Just telling us a bunch of scary stuff isn't enough, you... Besides, wasn't it you who tried to seize the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa's plan?
I knew you'd be clever enough to see. That's right. I did not seek the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa. Since I was defeated in battle, I must put to rest my thoughts about the Gnosis. But even so, my desire to save... And now, I have found a new way to solve the crisis. We can implement it immediately if we reach...
Someone's here.
Huh? The captain disappeared!
Something is rapidly approaching.
Something? Bad news, chump! It's your granny!
See, Lolly?
I knew something was amiss after we were separated. Hidden ceremonial tools, an unconscious traveler. I must say, I'm very curious about what you're up to. How dare you go behind our backs like this, Auroron? Colluding with... Oh, here we go again. Cat got your tongue, huh? You really think you can avoid a scold?
I'm not trying to avoid anything.
Oh, and now you're talking back. Well, go on then. Explain yourself. What?
I'm sorry, Granny.
You! That's it! Where are my tools? I swear if I don't teach you a lesson right here...
Wait, see, Lolly! Please, calm down. We, still learned a lot of info, didn't we? Like the fact that the captain isn't trying to seize the note. So, maybe just save the scolding for later, okay?
Listen well, Auroron. You're only getting out of this now because of... You're right, Traveler. Let's go. We can discuss this more back in the city. In all my years, I've never had a child cause me so much grief. Do you seriously not see what's at stake here? You've got a head on your shoulders, Aurora. Why did you help the captain? And I... No answer? Think you're being smart? Then let me ask a different question. What does the captain want? Really? You're just going to stonewall me? Just use your brain for a second. What do you possibly stand to gain by helping the captain? Only endless trouble awaits you and everyone in the tribe. You've always been a good kid. Why would you throw that all away now? If you're worried about something, just talk to me. Granny would much rather we had a conversation instead of constantly clashing like this.
What?
I'm sorry that you have to hear all this. Indeed. It's like going to visit a friend at his house, only to suddenly hear your friend berating a naughty Saurian.
Well, that's an...
Yes. And every time my friend scolded his Saurians, they would look at me the same way you're looking at me now. Helpless and embarrassed.
Wait, but you're the one getting your head chewed off. Stop making this about us!
Indeed. You've got a point.
Oh? You dare gossip between yourselves instead of listening to me?
Sorry.
Sorry, you say all the right things, but then you go and completely ignore me! Well, if that's how you're going to treat me, you can stop sending Aoife over to my place to deliver your stupid vegetables!
Who's Aoife?
That's irrelevant. The point is, he hangs out with this kid, so he must be no good. You kids get to a certain age and suddenly act like you know it all. There's nothing I can say to get through. Auroron, if you're still thinking about that so-called duty, then please, just forget about it. The ley lines did not fall to this state because of you. And we've long closed the book on that incident.
Seems they've started talking about...
That's not it, Granny. I know you tend to get down on yourself when you're upset, but I can tell I really hurt you this time. All I can say is I'm sorry.
His voice. Auroron! Where have you gone?
It sounds like he's somewhere super far away, but isn't he right here in front of us?
I'm really sorry. It's up to all of us to do everything we can to save Natlan. So I've got to go.
Get back here this instant! Auroron! What is this? Powder from plant spores? Is that the trick he used?
What just happened? How was he able to suddenly get...
It's a trick of his. If you grind spores into a powder and spray it in the air, it can be manipulated to create an illusion. He pulled it off flawlessly. He must have put a lot of time into perfecting it. Don't tell me that's how he's been hunting in the fields these days. Couldn't he have picked up something more useful? Little brat. That's it.
Whoa, that's a little extreme. But still, why does he feel like he needs...
Little brat. That's it. The next time we meet, I'm definitely going to break his legs. I'm sorry for interrupting your conversation with them earlier. But even if you'd been able to hear them out, there's no guarantee you would have... Auroron probably did everything he could to get away because he knew I'd get the truth out of him sooner or later. We've got quite a long walk back to the city. Do you two have some time? Feeling hungry? How about we get something to eat?
Oh, right. It's been a while since we last ate.
Then let's go. We can find somewhere to sit down and talk. Food and drinks are on me.
Really? You're not gonna take her offer? That's right. See, Lolly has gotten a lot quieter since Aurora ran away. He's right. We're seasoned adventurers.
Hey, come on now. You won't even let me take you out for some food and drink.
Are you sure? We can save you some Mora.
Mora is the least of my concerns.
Sure, that's fine with us, but...
Don't worry. Do you see two people standing by the door? They look...
But... Paimon only...
Huh? How could that be? I guess...
Do you think she...
There you go, miss. Oh my, it's not every day you get to see Granny Itzley here with some friends. Not to mention...
Oh, so you've heard of...
Of course I have.
Wait, so you call her Granny?
Well, given our ages, it'd probably be more accurate for me to call her my great-great-granny. She's one of the most famous people at the Masters of the Nightwind. Most days, hardly anyone even dares talk.
Huh?
Oh, please, Granny, I wouldn't dare. I'm just beyond happy to see you bring over some new friends. After all, any friends of our regulars are sure to be cool.
All right, that's enough. Go on now. I'm sure the other customers would like to talk to you as well. There's no need to keep staring at me. I promise I'll keep my alcohol down until I leave.
Well then, you have...
It's funny that the alcoholic character has the most expressions.
Seat Lolly? Seat Lolly?
Who's that? You got some gall calling me by my first name.
Are you still with us, Seat Lolly?
You chumps come around here, picking fights with me? Well, you know what happens next. You lose, and then run off home to tell everyone about how I'm this big scary bully. I mean, come on. Monster? Me? Really?
Granny Seat Lolly, you're not
Exactly! And while we're at it, I'm not some lazy slacker either. Between meditation, advising the chief, and speaking with the Wyab, I actually have a pretty... Oh yeah. And I have to mentor all the new kids. Hey, new kid. Yeah, you. Don't play dumb. Didn't I teach you how to find phlogiston? You see? I know my stuff. I'm a good teacher. That's more like it. About dang time someone showed me a little respect. Yeah, Granny's a hard worker, all right. You can always rely on...
Did she just fall asleep with her eyes open?
Behind this pitch-black curtain, a chapter of hatred reveals itself. Behind the smoke, The lingering smoke.
Ah, she's meditating again. She does this whenever she's had a few too many drinks. Her mind's actually racing at this point. It's quite the opposite of sleep.
Is this another specialty of...
No, I'd say it's an ability that's unique to Citlali herself. While she can easily pick up everyone else's skills and tricks, few have been able to master hers.
Warning, warning. Red, the color of danger, has now arisen within that pair of eyes. Huh? Traveler?
What's wrong?
I'm gonna hurl.
Hang on, just keep it in.
Phew.
You had Paimon worried. Paimon really thought you were about to barf up.
How embarrassing. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. That's never happened.
Are you feeling okay?
There's so much that I want to say.
Why not? Of course you can't.
Please, Paimon. It's not as simple as you think. We've only known each other for a few days, right? What would you think of me if I were to start dumping all of my complaints on you?
Oh, Paimon gets it. You're hoping that we wouldn't think less of you no matter what you're about.
No, that wasn't my point at all.
Actually, about that.
Huh? Tell me what?
Yeah, this is as good a time as any.
So, you heard...
It's okay, Sweet Lolly. You had every right to complain about those things.
I can't take it anymore! Why do these things happen to me? Hearing me mumble under my breath is one thing, but hearing what I mumble in my own head? It's just like when you're rolling on the floor in your pajamas, but you forget to lock the door, and someone bursts in to deliver cabbages and sees the whole thing!
So that,
It happens to people in general, okay? Doesn't matter if you're 200 years old or 1,000 years old. Everyone rolls around in their pajamas sometimes. I was just picking something generic. Take a walk with me. I have things to share.
Looks like she's completely given up. Like those criminals who just confess everything and accept their fate.
Into the wind.
Well, great view, right? I love coming here by myself.
Wow, it's beautiful.
You're...
Oh no, what do we do?
I was an expression, okay? Let's just have a casual conversation.
Really? You don't seem like the kind...
Well, I guess I used to be more of a... And you're right. I don't usually open up. I'm just an eccentric old hag to them. That story's been passed down so long. It might as well be true.
You're just a regular person.
The kids of my tribe would have a heart attack if they heard you say that. Granny Eatsley is a powerful figure. Be careful around her. That's what they'd say.
Well, you are powerful. Are they afraid of you?
Some are. Others are mad I always come out on top. A few decades like that, and people stop knowing how to deal with you. What about you? Are you scared of me?
We don't find you scary at all.
That's because you're not from my tribe. You don't know how many delusions of grandeur I've destroyed just by existing. I make people realize that no matter how hard they work, they'll never become a living legend like me. Oh, not to brag or anything. Maybe it's hard to believe. Just pretend I never said anything.
We believe you. Shilonen has full faith in your abilities, and Auroran didn't seem scared of you. He thinks of you as his granny, right?
Yes, but Auroran's a special case. Mawika already told you about her plan. And you've given so much help to Auroran and me. You deserve to learn the full truth. Auroran's not like other people. As I mentioned, he was abandoned as a child. The reason being, his soul is incomplete. The Masters of the Nightwind view this as a bad omen, capable of bringing about illness and misfortune. No one knows who his parents were. He was just left on a rock in the wilderness. It's a miracle he wasn't devoured by some wild beast. The Masters of the Nightwind believe they can see human souls, and in Auroran's incomplete soul, they saw a possibility to turn Auroran into a vessel for lost souls. The ceremony would allow lost souls to gather within him. Auroran would then be sent to the Night Kingdom to return the souls to their rightful place, strengthening the ley lines and...
Wait, that doesn't sound right.
Now, you see the problem. When damage occurs to the Night Kingdom, the souls held within disperse and remain adrift, unable to find a way back to the ley lines. This loss of souls damages the Night Kingdom even. The ceremony can send back countless souls at once, which would benefit the Night Kingdom and the souls themselves. Of course, the vessel, Aurora. I wasn't surprised the chief at the time came up with the plan. The ley lines were already in a terrible state. A suitable candidate for the ceremony appears, and now you have the chance to make things better. Of course you're going to take it. When the chief asked for my opinion, I didn't give my approval, but I didn't object either. So they went ahead with the ceremony. It failed. Pathetic, isn't it? By not objecting, I basically gave them the go-ahead. Maybe they didn't have my explicit approval. Of course, in my tribe, death is rarely something to fear. But what kind of message would we be sending by sentencing a newborn to death? By using a human life? It's not right. So, when I learned the plan was never a secret. Or, I guess I should say, there was no point to keeping it a secret. A simple investigation from Auroran would reveal everyone thought he would be happy he survived. And he never really said anything to the contrary. But just as I was about to, he asks this question. Would Natlan have been saved?
Wait, but it's not...
He knows that, but he still feels guilty. Auroran has a strong ability to perceive souls, more than any of us. He understands just how dire... Maybe he chose to work with the Fatui because he still thinks he owes a debt to Natlan.
Traveler, Didn't the captain say he found a way to solve the crisis? Maybe that's what brought Auroron into this. Anyway, we can't just let things go on. You don't look so good, Sweet Lolly.
Probably drank too much. Okay. Forget that. I need to go home. I hit it a little too hard. You've helped me so much.
Hey, we're friends, aren't we?
Good point. Well, I'll go home and get some sleep. We can figure out our next move in the morning. Friends. I like the sound of that.
Auroron's probably back with the captain, don't you think? You mean about the backup plan? Do you really believe what the captain told us? Yeah, you're right. But she's probably asleep.
All right.
Outside. I would still have to sleep. Well, guess we should see what's going on.
You're already here.
Wow, you're up early.
Let's not bring up last night. Anyway, I was also woken up by the commotion. Looks like all the warriors from the stadium. I heard many areas have been attacked by the Abyss.
The Abyss attacked again?
I'll be fine. We also have the support of the war. The stadium could always use more manpower. I'm done making... I was the one who vouched for him, but I should be able to... As for the ancient name, once we handle this crisis, I'll talk to Shilon and write a thank you. All right.
She left in a hurry. Oh, looks like a lot of people are...
Ad Astra. Thank you for
All right.
Traveler, over here!
Perfect.
Our star outland. Oh, you're all here! But, just my way of saying how awesome you are. Alright, but can we get a quick...
The Abyss suddenly attacked the Collective of Plenty, the Masters of the Nightwind, the Children of Echoes, and a number of our camps and outposts in the...
Yes, and the attacks are...
The tribes have plenty of defenses, so they're safe for now. But I can't say the same for the adventurers and merchants stuck in the wild. Chaska and I have been searching for survivors and treating the wounded. We just got back, but...
I plan on heading back to the Collective of Plenty, just in case my tribe needs me.
What about you, Mulalani? Where are you gonna go?
I'll go help the Children of Echoes. They're the closest, so I can start fighting right away. What about you guys? We could go together. Yeah, that does sound important. No worries. Who knows? Maybe yours truly will have the Abyss on the run by the time— That would be pretty great, actually. I hope my tribe gets through okay. It'll be fine. Your tribe doesn't do all that bodybuilding for nothing.
Let's part ways here for now. And most importantly, be careful.
Oh, and some of us need to avoid getting contaminated by dangerous-looking substances. That will make my job a lot easier.
Koichi, do we really have to do this now?
It's alright. She's just looking out for everyone. Alright, let's hurry up and talk to the pyro. Let's move out.
Oh, it's you two. As you can see, things are not looking good right now. Look, I'm very interested in your recent adventures, but this is not a—
That's alright, we're also in a hurry. We're gonna go help—
What? So he thinks my plan is too risky. He thinks I'm being stubborn. I shouldn't underestimate the Fatui's ability to gather intelligence. The Gnosis does have that function, but there's more to the story. I will answer you honestly, but you must help me keep this a secret. I can use the power of the Gnosis to save Natlan, but it comes at a heavy price. The Gnosis would drain all the souls and memories from the Night Kingdom and weave them into a giant net, which would surround the ley lines and protect them against abyssal corrosion.
Wait, you can use souls to weave a net? But—
Yes. It means sacrificing those souls in the process. Souls are just another form of life. The cruelty of this method is self-evident. The Night Kingdom not only houses the souls of the dead, but also our memories and legends. Using the Gnosis means converting all three into material for the net, erasing our history and culture. Even then, the net can still become corroded. If we cannot find a way to repair the damaged ley lines before that happens, then all those sacrifices, given the enormity of the price, it's a solution I refuse to consider right now. I want us to win, but I also care about how we win, and what that means for us in the— Now it's true, both plans come at a risk, but after weighing our options, this is our best bet. Natlan is unique among the nations of Teyvat. Given the ever-looming threat of the Abyss, the Pyro Archons had to account for the worst-case scenario. Having a contingency plan is our duty. Not just to the people of Natlan, but to all who live on this— Still, this has always been a well-kept secret. I'm very curious—
Oh, one more thing? The captain said he found another way to solve the problem. Could be equally as extreme, though.
Without the Gnosis, he should have no other option. But I see no— Seems like our only path forward is to track him down, so he can answer that— Judging by your expression, you must have doubted me. Even if just—
Not even a little! We would never— Wait, what are you talking about, Traveler?
Just as maybe it was out of caution, anxiety, or simple curiosity. So now that you have your answer—
You scared Paimon.
That's a good thing. Oh, and feel free to call me Mawika. It's what all my friends call— As for the captain, the intelligence officers we assigned to the Fatui should be back soon.
That's great! Sounds like we just have to wait a little longer.
Not just yet. Even though the Abyss is attacking several locations at once, Don't worry. I just need to—
Wait! You're going to fight in person? Didn't you give up your—
That's true. I'm far less powerful than a god in my current state. But don't forget, I was an experienced and powerful warrior before I ever became the Pyro Archon. No matter how you look at it, my duty is on the front lines. I just think there's strength in numbers. Anyway, even if we respond to these threats, and I've considered moving my people to other nations, but given their close connection to the Night Kingdom, a forced evacuation would have I've told the chiefs of each tribe to strengthen their defenses and advise people against leaving their settlement. Now, I just Need to find the right time to disclose the true nature of the crisis.
Paimon's a little worried about how people will react.
Yes, but that won't be the only response. In any case, that's for me to...
Alright, we should head out. Maybe we can join up with...
Quick, over here! To safety!
Kachina, how many people do you...
What's the situation?
There's a trapped caravan that needs our help. We need to...
We'll go together. Stay safe. We've got this.
Okay, am I the only person that think this is like a really bad way to show off these characters? Because they showing them as a trial character with 3 constellations unlocked. Like, bro. Okay, this one I understand. Kachina. But Melania, or Melania, whatever, and Xion, yo, that's just super disingenuous. Oh.
Germinate!
Check this out! Best of luck!
I really thought I was done for. I can't thank...
Don't worry about it. We're just glad you're okay. Let's
Can
see.
somebody explain to me why
Good,
Kachina
looks fine
started
too.
talking?
Guess the Abyss isn't after Mora.
That should be the last abyssal pylon near the Children of Echoes. By the way, where's Lolly? I thought she would come with you.
The Masters of the Night Wind also got attacked, so she went back to help her tribe. She said we can deal with the ancient...
Yeah, that makes sense. The attack... Alright, this isn't a good place.
Looks like a few people were hurt after all. Oh.
The Abyss threw a lot at us at once. I rushed out as soon as I heard the alarm, and there were already so many Before long, Kachina brought over a whole group of warriors, and just like that, we destroyed several pylons as a team. You mean the situation in the Night Kingdom, right? Yeah. It's impossible not to feel anxious when things are getting worse by the second, and...
That just means we need to buy the Pyro Archon more time.
You really are an eternal optimist, Mualani.
Why, thank you. I guess it's one of my better qualities.
So, specifics aside, the Pyro Archon confirmed the Gnosis can resolve the crisis, but it comes at a huge price.
And somehow the captain finds out about it, goes to fight the Pyro Archon, and calls her out for having a solution but refusing to use it. Honestly, if he has the same information as us, I can't really blame him.
We talked to Malika before we left the stadium. According to her, the cost of the cap... And, well, it makes sense. If that was truly the better choice, she would have picked it.
Yeah, I trust the Pyro Archon. When I was upset about Kachina's disappearance, she was really sincere and patient with me. Plus, she burned down all those precious mementos for Kachina. She's already proven how much she values even a single person's life. When it comes to Natlan's survival, there's no way she would hold back.
I agree. Maybe the captain weighed the costs and came to his own conclusion, but I'm sure we have different priorities. Life is important, but so are history and memory.
As the Archon, she can't tell us everything, but it seems like she...
The next question is, if the captain found a new way to save Natlan, how come the Pyro Archon has...
This is all super...
We still don't have enough information.
Let's head back then. With how many Fatui there are, someone's bound to give something away.
Sounds good. I have a few theories of my own, with a bit more information.
I was just about to ask. Register? Nah. Alright. See you all later.
Oh, you bet!
I'm fine. No.
They ran into the Fatui while out on a mission and decided to follow them.
The Fatui?
Calm down and let me explain. Watch out. It's the Fatui.
Were they attacked by the Abyss? No, wait. It looks like they're protecting a group of travelers.
You're right. That's a traveling group from Natlan. Could they be? Let's keep observing.
We're glad you're okay. Given the appearance of abyss monsters all over Natlan, you should cancel your journey and seek shelter at the stadium or one of the tribes.
Thank you so much. I wish there was something we could get.
We don't expect anything in return. We were out on a mission and saw you being attacked. It was our decision to help. If you truly wish to repay the favor, you can keep this a secret. If anyone asks, just say you were saved by warriors.
Oh!
We're not asking you to cover up our activities. We haven't done anything illegal. Our captain simply wishes to remain undisturbed. Nonetheless, the decision remains yours. If we wanted to keep you quiet, we...
Got it.
Did you hear that? They mentioned a captain.
Exactly. Still, there was no trade. They were just helping people in need. I didn't believe the captain when he said he wanted to save Natlan.
Maybe we've been wrong about the Fatui this...
It's too early to say.
So this is where they were headed. Looks tricky.
Koichi, wait for me here.
Oh, no you don't.
Look, I can use this terrain to my advantage. With our tribe's special way of getting...
We still can't see anything on the inside.
The more heavily guarded the location, the more valuable the secrets. Even if that intel is worth the risk...
Fine.
That's even more risky. I'm confident I can protect myself.
I can.
You really believe that?
Fine, don't believe me. But you can't honestly tell me infiltrating a... You know, growing up, even if I insist...
All right.
All
right. Same plan as usual. We split up. Got your ropes?
Yeah, let's go.
The Fatui have eyes all over this place. I should... Now. Not sure how many chances I'm gonna get. I need to act. Good. I made it without getting caught. I should get to that platform over there. But it's guarded by the Fatui. Koichi should have line of sight. I'll wait for her signal. That's it. Now's my chance.
It's no use staying in one place. I should keep moving. Looks like Chaska is helping me by keeping an eye on the Fatui movements. I'll wait for her signal. Time to move. Whew. That was close. Almost got caught. Probably can't make it over in one go. I'll wait for my next chance. Now's my chance. Let's see. The Fatui's occupying all the best locations. If we could just get past them somehow. Wait! I've got it!
Huh? What's that noise? Did something explode? Oh! What the heck is that? What do you think you're doing? I could ask you the same thing!
Good, they're arguing. Looks like they just needed an excuse. The people on the hill over there left to help their comrades. This is our chance. Come get me, Chaska. I hope she gets this hand signal.
That's Koichi's signal. Give me your hand, quick.
Coming! I checked, and this way is complete. Well, I was pretty helpful.
I was wrong, Koichi.
Wait, you're just gonna admit it?
Let's focus on the task at hand.
All right. It looks like the Fatui are here to dig something up. I'm surprised they mobilized this many people. I doubt...
It seems like they're looking for a dragon relic called the Source Mechanism. The device is ancient. Barely any information survives to this day.
Not bad. Looks like it's in good shape. This should be what our Lord's looking for. Took us long enough. Come on, let's get this thing back.
Back? Back where? Should we keep following?
You really want to keep going?
Of course! We may...
What was that?
Uh-oh. We've been spotted.
Falling rock incoming! Watch out for your gadget!
What? You're...
Once we got them off our tail, we went back to observe some more. They'd collected several identical pieces. It looked like they were waiting, though. So we decided to...
So, Koichi got injured trying to get them off...
She pushed herself too hard and collapsed on the way back to the...
Well, I didn't cause you any trouble while we were fighting, right?
You've done very well.
I know. I'm all...
So, our current intel suggests that the device is a complete mystery. Even to...
I have no idea. But it's safe to assume the device could serve a similar purpose. Shilonen, I need you to gather every scholar in Natlan familiar with the secret source.
I'll get right on it.
Thank you both for your hard work. Koichi, I prepared a small gift of my own as a token of gratitude. I'll send it to your home along with the...
My patience. That's so nice of them.
You don't need to give us anything, Archon.
Well, if Koichi doesn't want her favorite Saurus crackers...
I accept. Thank you.
What am I gonna do with you?
There's some for the rest of you as well. They're one of my... I'll start investigating the source.